Hey guys, welcome to another Team Sealer video, and today I'll be going over my Yubel Fiendsmith deck list, along with some combos and my overall experience with the deck. One main problem I found about the deck was that the fan base of the deck wasn't as big as the other decks I played, such as like Branded or Sprite. So I didn't have much inspiration while building my deck list and deciding my ratios, so that was the main reason I posted this video, to show my deck list and the iterations that I had over time. I'll start off with a quick overview of my old deck list. So I took this list to YCS Anaheim and found many issues with it. I was playing the cash tier package since I believed Unicorn was a broken card into many matchups such as Ryziel and Malice to rip out those key extra deck cards, but later found that I missed the extra hand traps that the deck the engine took over. So yeah, honestly, it's a very powerful package overall. Cash Tier Unicorn and Cash Tier Fenrir are very powerful cards along with set rotation, but it isn't worth it in the end to sacrifice non-engine spots for cards that are only really good going first, maybe excluding Fenrir. Yeah, so that's what I believed I would have swapped out. That's one part. And also, I really missed powerful cards like Nib and Tactics. I would have added those in instead of the cash tier cards. Also, I felt like Dark Ruler and Evenly. Oh, it's supposed to be two Evenly, one Dark Ruler. Oops. But it doesn't matter in the end because both of these cards are trash. I'm gonna be honest. I needed a better board breaker. The extra deck, on the other hand, I didn't really have any issues with it. I kept it the same. So this is my old deck list. This is my new deck list, as you saw in the beginning. One thing I changed was that instead of the Ball Drake, I switched it with the Druidus Worm. And also I obviously added those three talents and Nib. One thing I would change, but due to budget issues, I would take out a Dark Beckoning Beast actually, and add in an Engraver, since I believe Engraver is a better extender than Dark Beckoning Beast, since Dark Beckoning Beast takes up your normal summon. So that's one thing I would change with this deck list. That's literally all though. Everything else, I would keep the same. I play Thrust as a going first card instead of more like a going second card. But it is also good going second. It's like more copies of Talent and like maybe more copies of like Terraforming and like one for one to start off your combos. Phantasme was really good into Malice. These are both just Malice hate, I'll be honest. And then this is my Ryziel hate. Sanctum is also Malice hate. D-Barrier is Ryziel hate. This is a cool tech I found. The only thing that gets ruined by this is Duo Drive's effect. If you don't know Duo Drive, for every material it has attached, their monsters gain a bonus 100 attack. And that actually makes Metatronus completely useless into Ryziel. So, as you can see, 3000 attack. It starts off your Fiendsmith plays while negating the Ryziel cards. So, that's one problem I found with Metatronus. So, honestly, the only things I I'm considering changing is the Metatronus and swapping the Dark Beckoning Beast with Engraver. And obviously, let's address the elephant in the room. No more Charmies. I can't afford them. And I don't feel like they're mandatory, actually. Phantasme does the role of Molcharmy very well. So, yeah, this is my deck list. I'll go on to some combos. This is, I believe, the Samsara combo. Yeah, this is a Samsara combo. Just off of one Samsara. Here you go into Moon instead of Yama, because you can't sacrifice the materials and it to pop the spirit. You don't have enough link material, and popping the rage doesn't give you a good end board. So you just have to. You're forced to go into your Fiendsmith, which isn't a bad thing, honestly. You make Necro Clip just to get that extra Dark Fiend material in the graveyard. Sequence. Go to Arrow Eater, and you actually dump Shavara here. Just you could add it out of the graveyard with Yama, and I feel like that plays around Ash better. But like, you could also dump an Engraver, another Engraver if you really want to. I felt like Shavara was the best thing though. But honestly, this Aerial Eater is kind of redundant. It's just a free level 6 body. That's all it is. So, just keep on going with the combo. You go into Yama finally, add it out of the graveyard. You actually use Squirmer right here because you don't have enough link material. That's the one thing about the limiting a Phantom that really makes this one card Samsara Lotus combo really bad. You really can't go into 2 Phantom, obviously, in a turn, and that makes it so you don't have enough link material to pop the Spirit. So, it's one problem with the deck. But you don't really need it, honestly. This board, this end board is honestly good enough. So, this is the end board. You have 2 Caesar negates, a Phantom of Yubel, and a Chamber. One thing that's different about this combo than the rest of the Yubel combos you'll find is that you actually can pop the Yubel from the deck and get your Terra Incarnate on the field. So Nightmare Pain is still active and they actually have to attack into your Terra Incarnate. In some combos, you have to use all 3 of the Yubels and there's 0 in the deck. So that makes Nightmare Pain basically useless. You obviously have the nice 2 Caesar negates, and then you have this to play around breakers. So a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interrupts plus follow up. So that's the Lotus combo. This is the opening combo. You actually have to use a discard, sadly, for opening's effect, but it's fine. It still makes an OP board. This is why you're forced to play the Chaos Summoning Beast, because you can't add Dark Beckoning Beast off a Dark Beckoning Beast. So you're forced to add Chaos Summoning Beast. It's really sad that you have to play Brick, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh shit. There you go. So you go into your Fiendsmith plays. It's pretty standard combo, but this just shows like, oh, right here I forgot to make Necro Clip. Most of the combos you have to make a Necro Clip to just use as an extra material for this and to keep your Fiendsmith cards in the graveyard for follow up. So that's one thing I forgot to do in this combo, but I went back. Here you use opening to revive the Lotus. You could also send Spirit to the graveyard to no. I feel like Lotus is better, honestly, but you could send Spirit as well. So if this gets ashed, look at your graveyard, you have no Yubel monsters. But if you send Spirit and revive Spirit, and it gets ashed or imprimed, you can at least make a Phantom. So that's one thing you have to think about. I think I usually do that, but some people like the extra Fiend monster in graveyard to use this material for Phantom. It's pretty standard from here. Go Squirmer, come in, pop. Yubel, Yama, and then here you make Phantom. You link 2 into Rage. You revive the spirit. And then you use both your Yama and the spirit in the graveyard. And then, as you can see, our board state right now, 2 level 6s, 2 level 10s. You're Fiend locked though, so you're going to have to go to make Caesar first. And I mentioned that at the end. Yeah, here you go. So this is the end board. One thing you could do, I wish I could go back, but it ended. One thing you could do is that you could link off one of the level 10 Yubels and your Soul of Rage for Muttcracker. But that plays around destruction card effects, but honestly I don't think you need to do that. I feel like this is good enough. And so I'll show you the board state right now. You have 2 Caesar negates, a Phantom of Yubel negate, Varadros negate and pop on res, and Soul of Rage to go into SP banish again. So the only bad thing I found with this combo is that Phantom of Yubel, you're gonna have to send your Terra Incarnate from deck, and Nightmare Pain won't be live anymore. So usually you kind of want to say Phantom of Yubel, the negate, so your Nightmare Pain could be live. But I mean, this is usually enough to stop any deck. I'm gonna be honest. So you don't really have to think about things like that. But yeah, so I'll show my list one more time. I really like this deck, honestly. It's very fun. It's like you have to make it your own though. This is my iteration of the list. You guys could change things about it and it'll still be overpowered. I feel like the only thing I would add to this list are Charmies, obviously, and maybe swap this out, like I said in the beginning. Thank you, and have a good day.